Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment, and man, the outbreak is real in Tennessee as Jeffrey Simmons, as I call him, Big Jeff Simmons, has tested positive for COVID-19 and has been placed on the COVID-19 reserve list for the Tennessee Titans. There are now 10 Tennessee Titans that have been placed on the COVID-19 list this season, one of which is Isaiah Wilson, who's been on there for 4 weeks, so he's definitely in the doghouse as far as this team is concerned. Or maybe he's gotten COVID 2-3 times, I doubt it, but I'm pretty sure he's in the doghouse. My goodness, this is bad. And we were lucky enough, and I think it's a little bit of luck, that, the NFL agreed to postpone the Steeler game. We should be ready to go for the Steeler game by week 7. But this week 5 matchup against the Bills, I don't know if we're going to get lucky again. I'm not sure the NFL is going to be nice for that one. Because now that the team is, quarantining and everything, and I told you this, by the way, when I made the initial video about the few Tennessee Titans that are the first 3 that got tested positive. I told you there were going to be more positive tests. Go back to that video. I told you there were likely going to be more positive tests in the coming days because people think about how this virus works and how a lot of viruses work in general. Think about the incubation period. So Shane Bowen, right, our outside linebacker coach, he contracted it and tested positive. It was either last Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday actually. And then they said, okay, let's ship him off. He's not going to be able to coach in the game. But in that period, okay, he probably had the actual coronavirus. It was probably in his system 2-3 days in advance. And for those 2-3 days, it was spreading in the facility. For those 2-3 days, maybe even more, it was spreading from player to player, just settling into your body. The virus just settles in. You're not going to get the positive test yet. It could be in your body just settling, and you won't test positive yet. It just waits, it settles in, it incubates, and then you'll get the positive test. So there we go. There was a little window there, and then boom, we had the 3 players that tested positive. Was it Monday or Tuesday? I want to say Monday or Tuesday. We had the big 3 players, and it was Bo Brinkley, it was Tommy Hudson, and it was someone that I can't remember right now, but I have it scrolling by as we speak. Right? So that's what happened. But I told you in my video, when I made that video, I said, well, get ready, because let me tell you right now, there's going to be some more positive tests because it's just settling in to some of these players' body and the personnel. Because don't forget about the personnel. I think we have 9 team personnel that have also contracted coronavirus at this point. And then boom, we had another player here at Camila Correa. And then we had another player here in Adam Humphries and Cameron Batson, 2 players there. And then now the big one in Jeffrey Simmons. So now that they're quarantining, and I think we are almost done with the positive test at this point. I think you might get 1 more or 2 more tomorrow. But I think, and this is just a thought, I'm not a virologist, but I was right in my last assessment of this, so I'm going to go ahead and make another prediction. That we're only going to have 1 or 2 more positive tests for players. 1 or 2 more, max, maybe 0. It could be done at this point. So the damage, I think, has been done. Okay, for the most part. I don't think we're going to wake up tomorrow and Ryan Tannehill will have gotten coronavirus. I don't think. I think we're nearing done. This is just a hypothesis. This is Dr. MJ. Okay? I'm just as qualified as Dr. Phil. Neither one of us is a medical doctor. So, that's my analysis. But I think with that, the NFL is going to say by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, you guys have had no more positive tests in 3-4 days. Y'all playing Sunday. Y'all playing Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. And every player that's on the list, the 10 players are on the COVID-19 list, maybe they take Isaiah Wilson off, but all of them, the 9 especially, will not be able to play against the Buffalo Bills. No Jeffrey Simmons against the Buffalo Bills. No Adam Humphries against the Buffalo Bills. That is a scary, scary situation. And we're still rehabilitating A.J. Brown. And we're still rehabilitating Adoree Jackson. And Taylor Lewan is actually looking better than I thought, luckily. And maybe he actually might be lucky and ready for that game. But we'll have to see. But man, we are hobbled. And this is why we have the extensive practice squads. Everyone's going to get called up from the practice squad. Hey, I can't play wide receiver well, but I'll volunteer. Hey, John Robinson, what's going on? I'm 6'2". Okay, I'll go play wide receiver because we're going to need all hands on deck. Okay, some of you people that love Mark Wahlberg and Invincible, this might be your shot because we're going to have to pick up the phone and pick up some warm bodies to either fill the roster or at least the practice squad this upcoming week. But regardless, I mean, how can you feel confident about this Week 5 matchup against the Buffalo Bills if it takes place? And I think it will take place. I'm telling you, I think after today, this is today and maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I think will be the last day. I think tomorrow will be the last day. If there's a positive test, it'll be tomorrow and that'll be the last one or two. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be clear. But the damage had been done. And the NFL will say, okay, so you guys are good now. Y'all playing Sunday against the Buffalo Bills because we don't want to move the schedule. We've already moved enough. The more that we can avoid moving, the less that we can move, the better we feel about this NFL schedule. So that's where my current thought process is. That's what I'm projecting, and we're doing a lot of projecting here, but that's all we can do is speculate. All we can do is project and just see what's going to happen. But you guys know I wasn't going to pick us to beat the Steelers, this past week, even if we played them full. Even without this COVID situation, I wasn't going to pick us. With the COVID situation, it was a hell no without practice. And are we going to be able to practice next week? I think maybe. If we're clear for tests on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe they let us practice Thursday and Friday. Maybe. And even that's a maybe. So I hope that this upcoming week 5 against the Bills gets postponed. It is a hope. That was a reach. I think Roger Goodell is not going to want to do it, although it would be the wise decision. I don't think he's going to want to do it. And also, here's one more thing. So a lot of people are confused as to why no Minnesota Vikings have tested positive for COVID-19. I don't think there's much risk in playing different teams. I don't think that's where the risk is. I highly doubt, and again, this is Dr. MJ speaking now, but I don't really believe, you can certainly contract coronavirus playing football with somebody, don't get me wrong, but you are way more likely to contract it when one of your coaches has it, when one of your teammates have it, and you guys are sharing a locker room and meeting rooms and lunch rooms and this room and that room and fitness rooms and fitness centers and all that. That's way more likely, way more time spent, the probability of catching, from one of your teammates, coaches, way higher than the random player you lined up against for, 2-3 hours, but that's it. You're way more likely in the meeting rooms, the rooms, especially how this virus attaches itself to aerosols, I think is what they call them, in the air. They just float in the air. They get ventilated. That's the risk. So I don't think there's much risk in facing other teams, which is why I think we're actually going to go face the Bills, because they're just going to say, you're not going to really infect any Buffalo Bills. It's just y'all affecting y'all that is the main concern. That's the bigger concern by far. So hopefully it gets postponed. If not, 3-1. I just don't see how we beat the Bills with this ridiculous situation. If we do, it's a great testament to Mike Vrabel and what he has instilled in this team. The ability to win despite this situation would be great. And we have gotten a bye week. We don't really need a bye week. We've gotten a bye week, so maybe we're going to be a little bit healthier. But no Kristian Fulton. I even mentioned Kristian Fulton. Kristian Fulton tested positive. No Jeffrey Simmons, Adam Humphries. I'm not a huge Adam Humphries fan, but he's getting us consistent first downs. It's just, it'd be way too much to ask for to beat the Buffalo Bills right now, especially how they're playing. So we'll see. Hopefully it gets postponed. Keep your fingers crossed. If not, I think we might be in trouble next week. But, we're 3-1, so we can afford a loss here. We can, but hopefully we won't even have to go with one and have to take one. So with that said, that's my thoughts on more positive COVID-19 cases for the Tennessee Titans. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. I want to know. And until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.